Hey, what's up, everyone? This is me, Dre. Now, been going back and forth with a friend that I used to work with at Time Warner Cable about this incident that happened in Ferguson, Missouri, with Michael Brown being shot by police officer Darren Wilson. Somebody who I guess decided to chime in because my friend had posted a link for some sort of article about the truth that may not have been told or may not have been disclosed in its entirety. And I responded. So, we usually kind of butt heads, political things and stuff like that. But with this incident, I'm not defending Michael Brown because he was black. I'm basically standing up as a civilian who is seeing too much of this happening in the media to where someone is getting shot by the cops. Unfortunately, in this case, because for the past couple months, black people have been at the receiving end of a shooting or an ass whooping by cops for the past 2 or 3 months. And I've already given some examples in one of my previous videos. But this one individual, I have no idea who he is, some dude out of Arizona, he said, or had the fucking audacity to say, because of Michael Brown's attitude and his lack of compliance for getting out of the streets when Officer Wilson told him to, that's what got him killed. And I'm asking, who the fuck says that? If the attitude is what gets people killed, then why is it that the guy who had the standoff against government officials over his land and was pointing guns at government officials didn't get shot like Michael Brown did? How about back in 2011 in Tucson, Arizona, where Jared Lee Lawson, I'm thinking that's his name, I can't remember his last name, but he went into a Safeway, killed 6 people, severely injured a politician, but he was apprehended alive. His attitude was to go into a public place, shoot the fuck out of everyone, but cops didn't kill him. But all of a sudden, a black guy that's walking down the middle of the street, and I'll admit, it's fucking stupid to walk down the middle of the street. You run the risk of getting hit by a car, big ass truck. Who cares? His lack of compliance, I can certainly understand that. But at the same time, don't try to tell me it's because of fucking attitude, because I've given you examples of attitudes where someone who was white exhibited that same or similar attitude or more aggressive attitude and walked out of it unscathed. So to that one person, kiss my ass. But at the same time, my discussion with my friend is simply because of a lot of the bullshit that I'm seeing. Now, with Darren Wilson, the officer, he initially said on the day that the incident or the shooting occurred that when he encountered Michael Brown and his friend, when he was ready to get out the car, Michael Brown tried to force him back into his squad car, tried to reach for his weapon, the gun discharged, and for all the bullshit, because they were quick to release a video of Michael Brown when he was in the store using a strong arm tactics against the clerk. But there's no forensic photos of any bullet holes in the squad car from when this gun supposedly discharged during that scuffle. They're also saying that Michael Brown almost beat this officer to near unconsciousness. But where are the medical photos? Because to my account, during the shooting when other responders came out, the officer looked like there was nothing wrong. There was no swollen body parts, nothing on his face, no abrasions, no contusions. But all of a sudden now they're coming up with this bullshit story that he had a fractured orbital. This is information that's manufactured to try to further assassinate the character of someone who's already dead. That's what they're trying to do. I don't know if it's something from the media, but this is something that they're trying to do to defame Michael Brown. What he did at the store was wrong. I'm the first to say that. Him walking down the middle of the street is fucking idiotic. But attitude is what got him killed. Overzealous cop is what got him killed. So Darren Wilson, what I believe what happened is when he rolled up on Michael Brown and his friend, told him to get the fuck out the street, however he told him to tell him, well, however which way he told him, Michael Brown refused. The cop got out, wanted to try to arrest him. This is just my theory. And not realizing that someone 6'4", damn near 300 pounds is as strong as he is for his age, cock-strong Michael Brown decided to fight back. He broke free from the officer's grasp, started to run. I believe the cop fired off a couple of shots, and a lot of people said that they heard a couple of shots and then a few seconds later, there's a rapid succession of shots, about 4 or 5 shots. So what I'm thinking happened is Michael Brown started to run. He wanted to flee from the situation. The officer fired a couple of shots. Hearing those gunshots, Michael Brown knew that he couldn't get away. So he turned around with his hands up to approach the officer, and the officer let off those shots, one of which killed him. Now, what I also heard is that one of the shots, more than likely the one that killed him, struck Michael Brown on the top of the head, which means he would either have been leaning forward or already laying down on the ground, facing towards the officer to get struck in the head. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But what I do know is that this is a young man that was killed by an officer, and now a week and a half after the incident, they're coming up with this bullshit information to try to defame him. This is a problem that we have because people want to throw out statistics about how black on black crime or black people are more likely to suffer some sort of crime at the hands of another black person. Numbers can be manufactured. It's almost the same as when black people were slaves and when white people were trying to read the Bible to them. See, point right here. Knowing damn well we didn't understand the language that well, couldn't read the language, but they were trying to point to the Bible to say that in the Bible, God said that black people were meant to be slaves. Some people will denounce this. Some people will get upset with this. This is shit that did happen to black people. And this is also one of the reasons why I don't fuck with religion. I was born and raised a Methodist, but I was given a choice of whether to attend church or not. I don't follow religion because Christianity is not my faith. My faith was taken away from me, so I follow nothing. I follow myself. But that's neither here nor there. What's happened is numbers can be manufactured to make a certain demographic look bad. It's almost like me raising an argument that most times when there's a serial killer, he's white. I try not to generalize all white people because my best friend is white. My 2 kids are half white. So I don't like to generalize people. I don't throw out statistics to try to substantiate a fact. So for those who, or anyone who would say that Michael Brown was killed because of his attitude, fuck off, kiss my ass. That's the kind of shit that pisses me off. I felt the need, or I felt compelled to make this video as a follow-up to my original video, because when I read that shit, I was taken aback. I was really thrown for a loop simply because when you look at it, there's a loss of life. But at the same time, those who choose to ignore, they'll look at one certain thing in the media as far as black on black crime, but they're ignoring the fact that over the past couple months, there's an Eric Garner's, there's a woman in California that was mounted by a cop, there's a gentleman that was shot in Walmart. Black people being killed by the cops. It's not so much that, because I would be outraged if it was someone white, Asian, Hispanic that was killed by the cops. As civilians, there are certain states that have open carry laws, but at the same time, when you look at the fact that cops are meant to protect and serve, and all they're serving up is death, and then trying to make up a story, because you see it in the movies, so it's not improbable that they might try to plant a gun or make up a story to make someone look bad so that they don't get their ass in trouble. And I know there's all the internal affairs investigations, the administrative leave with pay and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying everyone go out and hate on cops. That's not the message. I'm not saying go out and hate on white people, because I try to get along with everyone, regardless of their skin color. But when you say stupid shit like someone's attitude gets them killed, look at similar situations of someone from a different ethnicity and then ask that same question. Shouldn't the guy who had the standoff with the government officials have gotten shot? If it was because of attitude, by all accounts, if this one motherfucker says that Michael Brown died for that reason, then by all accounts, that white guy who had the standoff against the government officials should have gotten killed too. Some people may disagree with that. You can go ahead and leave comments. If you like this video, hit that goddamn like button. Peace.